Hello Saviors and welcome, my name is Savar24 and today I'm going to be continuing One Shot. Now, last time when I did this recording, I realized that something was wrong when I went to edit the video, and it turns out that for some odd reason, it wasn't quite recording the audio like it should have been. So it was kind of mute throughout the entire video, so I apologize for that, but the situation has been remedied as you can plainly hear, so you should be hearing audio now. So, right now we're going to be continuing off where we left off last time, and that is here with Calamus and Alula, and we're about to head into that one area. Now, also, when I went to editing the video in the last one, there was a situation where I had to give the disc to somebody in this particular area, and I'm not sure who it was, but I'm willing to bet that he goes this way. That, as for right now, I want to try and go back and see if there's anyone who his name was like Claudius or something? I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go, but I'll be back. Well, that little adventure ended in nothingness because the bridge is out, so I can't go back and talk to the rest of the village people. Instead, I'm just going to have to go this way. Here we go. Oh, I actually control this thing. It should be just like the minecart ride, I just go one straight direction. That's a cute little picture. Oh, these are all cute little pictures. I'm gonna end up using one of you can't see. I'm gonna end up using one of these for a thumbnail, I bet. Oh, it's so pretty! And yet it's all amidst the disaster. We made it. Come on, Alula. Let's go pay our respects. Okay. I'm willing to bet that there's going to be, like, glitches around the grave. Wow. It's a gravestone. Bunch of gravestones. Is that all you're going to say? Is it's just a gravestone? Wow. And I'm willing to bet that the guy who made it, the guy who made the journal, used his journal in special ways in order to, like, summon up these devices that came on every now and again. But no, they said he used a plane. I don't know. This is her grave. Ah, it's been years, but it's still hard, you know? Alula, want to help me look for some flowers for Mom later? Yes! Mom, you're not gonna believe what happened today. We met the Messiah and... Hi, Nico. Hi. It's a gravestone. Oh, come on! That's their mother's gravestone. There's a bunch of clovers all over the place. Like, the black clover is a symbol of the maker of the book and all that stuff, but jeez, these things are everywhere. And it also showcases a path. Ooh, hello! Are you the guy that I saw in the vision last time? It's you. My name is Nico. Ah, nice. Finally to meet you. No, wait. It is a pleasure to be of acquaintance at last, Nico. My name is Cedric. Ah, this is the guy that the robot wanted me to talk to. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking for you too. I am aware. Prototype had contacted me earlier saying that you would be on your way to the city. He did? He sent me a message after his memories were restored. Oh. He told me to wait in the city, but I thought it'd be faster for me to pick you guys up. Turns out, that was a terrible idea. Pick us up? Wait, you can fly that plane? What is a plane? That thing behind you. Oh, there's a plane! Oh, you mean the flying machine. They're called planes in my world. Oh. I did not realize they existed in other worlds. Wait, are you a friend with that Calamus and Alula was talking about then? Is this the same flying machine they were talking about? I do not know anyone named Calamus or Alula. I think they're meant to be friends with my father. In previous iterations of your father, is he the one who wrote the journals? He was the original owner of the flying machine. Yeah, it's one of his greatest inventions, actually. Your dad invented planes? Flying machine. It's cool either way. Thanks. But to answer your earlier question, I am proficient in operating the machine. But something weird happened to the engine when I was in the air earlier. I had to make an emergency landing on this tiny island before I crashed into the city wall. You almost crashed? That's terrible. It was not pleasant, I will admit. I wonder if the engine problem has to do with the square particle disruptions. I checked it, but there isn't any of that square stuff inside the machine itself. But I noticed some islands in the Glen are really messed up now. They are. Guess I should have listened to Proto in the first place. Say, where is he? He said he was coming with you. Is he still back in at the main islands? Oh, no, actually. Back at the Barrens, there was a cave-in and then a bunch of squares. He and the robot lady. Neither of them made it out. Ah, don't remind me! No. He did give me this, though. This disc he pulled from his head. Oh, thank goodness. He gave you his main drive. As long as we have this, I should be able to bring him back. Really? It's gonna be hard, but yes. You need all three of us for the big door. Big door? But first things first, we need to find a way to go to the city. Right. The city gate is kind of kaput now. If this machine was working, we could just fly right in there. I've isolated the issue with the machine, but I can't repair it with the stuff I have on hand. Oh, what's wrong with it? The battery in the engine is dead, and the engine has some gears that need to be replaced. Do you think you'll be able to fix it if me and him help you find those things? Maybe. Problem is, the Glen isn't exactly a very high-tech area. I'm not sure if you'll be able to find anything so specialized here. We'll try anyway. We can't really do anything else right now. Yeah. So... Sorry, I forgot. What parts do we... A battery for the engine and a few gears to replace the broken ones. If you could find me the parts I need, I should be able to get this machine off the ground. I actually do recall about a battery storage somewhere on the mainlands, but... So we can't fly to the city until we get the battery and some gear parts. But I do know where to get a battery in this Glen, assuming I can actually get to it. Let's see if Maze has a solution to my problem. Hello. I, have something to ask of you. Yes? It looks like most of the bridges around the Glen are broken and... That's right, the bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. Bridges are in very specific locations over water. Need to find the right points. Vines must be very strong, too. An undertaking. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. What happened? Are you okay? Are you... She sacrificed herself for the greater good. Oh, I knew I was going to have to use Maze in order to do so, but she really did use the last of her strength. She's gone. There's nothing left of her now. And I didn't even get a kernel of corn. Maybe I can come back and get the kernel, but she's really gone. Hopefully I can come back and get the kernel. I don't want Maze to just die. She did it. She fixed the bridges. So yeah. I should be able to get a battery within this area. Had I known before, I actually wouldn't have used my... Oh, crap. That one's out. Oh, good. There's this. Do you know where I can find a battery from? Integrated into my system. It cannot be used to power other things. Well, then, there's only one thing I can use in order to get a battery, and it's in this building. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Hello, would you happen to know where I can find a battery for flying? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Oh, right. I almost forgot. We had to fix a battery for this thing in the Barrens, didn't we? Yeah, we did. If this is an emergency for living beings, you can use the battery from the generator. Oh, wait. But if we take the battery here, all you guys will lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe he and I should go find another one. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then you do what you must. I should have saved the battery from the last area. I could have completely gone through the Glen without having to use a single battery. Instead, I used it in order to do all kinds of other stuff. I guess we have no choice but to take this. Now the only thing we need left is gears. A robot without power. So now we need gears, which we can probably scavenge around the Glens. Oh, had I actually thought about that, I would have actually saved the battery from the previous area, but... Nope, too late now. Oh, you're the trader guy. Sure am. Here to trade? Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back at my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. So my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though. Oh, do you have anything like gears? Gears? Like the metal spiny things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait, I do have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box. That'll work. Yeah, but there's lots of metal bits in there. I bet there's lots of little metal bits in there. Oh, that might work. But I'm not sure if you want to trade it away. If I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior. Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. So... the music box has a black clover in it. So it was created by the guy who made the journals. Are you okay? I want to go back home. What a day. There's the demonic sheep. Nothing's biting. There are vines everywhere. The plant lady must be protecting us. Well, she was, but not anymore. Our village was ransacked by the squares not long ago. Most of us made it out alive, but we can't really go back anymore. Oh, squares are bad news, man. Yeah, the pixel fragmentations. The islands have more covering. The island has more moss covering than our village did. We would have been nice to build a settlement here. Too late now, I guess. Well, we've got the music box. I need to see if I can't figure out a way to get all the gears inside, or maybe I can just bring it to the guy and he'll deal with it, but we've got what we needed. Alright, we're back, and we've got it. Sorry, I forgot. What parts do we need? Oh. I found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but this looks like one of the ones my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did he get this from, by the way? A trader in the village gave it to me. I see. I remember my father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling to this world despite, well... sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. We still need a battery to get this machine running. Please do what you must to find one. I would have had one for you before, but I didn't think about it. Found a battery. Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. It's from the generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. We can always just give it back later. Alright. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? Sure, why not? How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these parts. Oh, ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and... don't worry, I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight, if you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. The Fox! I remember the Fox, because he was the first vision that we had. You may have already met her, actually. Oh, it was a her. Okay, then. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue? The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream, but then I got so caught up with... and I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be... not real. And then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, I'm just trapped here for no reason. That is not true. You're gonna go home, and we are going to save the world all at one time, because that's what we wanted. That's what I did this all for in the first place. I wanted both the good things to happen, not just one or the other. Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is, for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. You mean one last shot, huh? The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved with the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation itself. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like. It sounded like his dad is the programmer of the game. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's a good question. That's, not really what happened. So what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Yeah, I was kind of curious about that as well. I don't know what the deal was with the old world. Ah, you know of it, at least, then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our homeworld, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophetbot, or prototype, was built to predict the future about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Wait a minute, so he is the computer? He literally used himself as the computer. I mean, I know that a person's brain is mentally high in comparison towards what a computer is able to handle, but his father is the world machine? That's kind of something else entirely. That's a whole different kind of setup. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up, floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Yeah. The operator, him. The operator Savar would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So Savar was the living person you needed to borrow. No? That would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset, but please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know? So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Nico! Bad news. The boat is gone. What? It's the squares. It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah. How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is a priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off into the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city! If you wish. Oh, yeah! Alright, I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. It's gonna happen a lot faster than they're expecting to, isn't it? That's pretty neat how it's just the light bulbs just shining over the head of the plane. I'm gonna use one of these things as a thumbnail. I don't know which one though. That's pretty. Phew. Made it. You okay there? He's just like, that was amazing! That was the coolest thing that I have ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first-timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Savior? Or Savar? That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? I enjoyed it. And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome? And for answering my questions back there too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. And speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings, too. That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... No! The plane! No. They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Alula, they're... We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. And his parachute! Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine! Don't scare me like that. Hey, Savar? Let's do our best. Well, we don't really have much of a choice at this point. Let's find that bed, stop right there, and then... Ah, Maze! Even if I wanted to replant her, it wouldn't have allowed me. I forgot to even go back to Maze. Oh, man. Come on! Oh, there's that guy. He's just banging on the elevator again. Oh, right. The elevator guy. Yeah, the elevator guy. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it here for now. That's sad that... Do I have to talk to him? Come on! I want to stop right now. Come on! Come on! Now of all times. Excuse me. Whoa! You... Oh, jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into... The elevator is missing a button, right? How did you know? Savar and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on us. On me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West apartments? The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments? Yeah, that's right. The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button. Well, not that's gonna happen anymore. Holy fudge! Looks like Savar and I will need to find another way down altogether, but this is the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. Later. Right now I need to stop. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? That was the plan, dude. Go ahead and take a nap, Nico. So all kinds of crazy stuff is happening. We left Alula and Calamus back on the island, and there's no way for them to get back now. Oh. They'll at least be by their mother, but unfortunately there's no way for them to get back. It may have been because that area wasn't supposed to be in the code. And the whole situation was that the squares were aiming for the people who weren't supposed to be part of the game. There's a whole bunch of situations where things are going haywire all over the place, and all kinds of crazy stuff is happening. No, but Calamus and Alula, I was hoping that they would actually be able to... But, you know, destined plans makes it impossible sometimes. Dang it! And now we've got to find some way to get down the elevator, to get down to the ground floor, and we can't use the elevator. For two reasons. One, the western end corridors was where we found the magnets and stuff, and the elevator itself is just completely gone with squares. So we're going to have to go ahead and leave it here for now, but thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment in the section below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, Savior.